Hey everybody, this is Dave from Therostat. We're going to be diving into the Pick 4 preview for Thursday, June 8th at Horseshoe Indianapolis. We're going to only spend time on the late Pick 4 sequence on Thursday. If you want more analysis, insight, selections, top 3 picks, pop over to our full card selections. We've got the full card for Horseshoe Indianapolis on Thursday. It is an 11 horse or 11 race card. Only 9 races are thoroughbred, so the last 2 are gonna be quarter horse races. So this sequence is a little off, only because of those races. So the late pick 4 sequence will go from race 6 to race 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Each one of these races in the sequence is considered a leg. So we're going to pop over to our ticket. There is a single that we have in one of these races here on Thursday. We'll spend some time in the middle sandwich legs of the sequence. But race 6 is leg 1. Race 7 would be considered leg 2. Race 8, leg 3. Race 9 is leg 4. You get our $30 ticket amount by multiplying the number of horses that we have times 50 cents. Will get you our ticket cost. It's only a $30 ticket because I do have a single in race 7. But if you were to play one horse in each one of these races, it would be a 50-cent ticket. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 50 cents is 50 cents. We've got 4 horses, by 1 horse, by 3 horses, by 5 horses. I'm hoping with uh, the deeper sequence at the top and the bottom kind of sandwiches the middle. We just got to be spot on in these middle 2 legs in race 7 and race 8. But that gets you a $30 ticket. We're going to jump into race 6, which is a 5.5 furlong maiden claiming race for Indiana bred maidens. This is a 11 horse field, so I went with 4 horses of the field only because there's some. It gets a little squirrely a bit. The 10 and the 3 do have the early speed. The 10 has no late speed whatsoever. Is a morning line 30 to 1, so that's going to be a little bit of a shot for us, as well as the 4 is a morning line 20 to 1 that we're using. But it could be pretty formful too. The 3 and the 5 do have the best pace scenario set up here. Indy Biz and Barnstormer, who are the favorite and the second favorite, I believe, in the morning line. The 5 is the favorite, so we're covered by the favorite here. But the 3 and 5 do have that late running pace or early running pace speed, total speed all throughout. The 4 is a late pace presser, and the 10 does have the earliest of all the speed, and could either run on the front end and run away with it, and not want any of these horses to run into him. So we're going to use all 4 of them. Everyone else, I really don't see any reason why I would use them. If we do have a scratch here, say the 10 scratches, we would get the post time favorite if it was the 5. Then we would get the 5 2 times. If it was another horse, then we would have that horse instead of the 10. That's how the sequence works. If we play it in prior to the sequence running, if there's scratches before you play it, and say the 10 in race 1 scratches, you'll only be able to play 3 horses. So just play it as is. So we like the 3, 4, 5, and 10 in leg 1, race 6. Race 7, maiden special, 7.5 furlongs on the turf, is a little bit tougher, but the 10 does have, I would say, all the speed and pretty much all the class in this field. So I'm taking a pretty hard stand so we can go a little bit deeper in these outer leg sequences. We've got Fausto Gutierrez, trained, 3rd-time starter, getting Marcelino Pedroso aboard, who's been hot. 21% winners at this distance of the surface, out of a Pulpit Dam. This is the first horse out of that horse. This horse is dropping down in class from $120,000 maiden special weights to a little bit less than that at Indy Grand or Horseshoe Indianapolis, dropping from Churchill down to Horseshoe. Switching from dirt to turf, Fausto is 27% winners first time turf. Going from dirt to turf, is 20 or 13%, making that dirt to turf move, and with Marcelino Pedroso aboard is a 40% winner, 60% in the money, positive ROI. Morning line is 4 to 1, so it's a positive move in my eyes for this 2-year-old filly. Switching her over to the turf, And Nyquist does have 14% winners on the turf. So we're going to single this 10. If we get beat, we've only spent $30 from our our Belmont Stakes weekend kitty, but in these other legs, I do see some value to go a bit longer. Our three selections in race 8. This is a mile claiming event, $5,000 claiming on the main track. The the horse that it would be my top selection if I was giving a top selection in this race is the 2 on Thursday. The 2 Yak is coming off of a little bit of a layoff, switching from a 6 furlong race back to a mile, and Carl Broberg making that move is 16% winners, sprint to route, and also moving up in class from $5,000 uh, into a more of a conditional. It looks like $5,000 claiming, um, and actually he's not going up in class. He's actually in the same time conditioned class. So um, that doesn't hold any water there for me. Emmanuel Esquivel, though, is 19% winners in the last 10 days. And the Dam, though, Queen of Dreams, is 81% positive ROI, so does drop and throw some classy runners on the bottom side. Morning line 7 to 2. We're going with the 6. Dr. Foreman, Ron Moquette, Declan Cannon, had a voided claim, looks like last out at Oaklawn, and dropping from 8,000 down to 5,000 for Ron Moquette. Also positive ROI on this dam of the 6 and the 7, Copper King, Samuel Bermudez, and Randy Klopp going down in class and switching from turf back to dirt. Turf back to dirt. Randy is 44% wins, making that switch. Second off of a layoff. Didn't handle the turf well, it looks like, at Indy, and just moved back. And also going down the class ladder. So 26% down in class for Randy Klopp. 3 for 5 in the money, though, at Indy Grand. Horseshoe Indianapolis, sorry. And has 3 wins on the turf, or on the dirt. So 2, 6, and 7 are going to be my top selections in our pick 4 sequence in race 8 and leg 3. Then we're going 5 deep in the finale for us. It's a 5 furlong turf sprint, maiden claiming $20,000. The 7 is the early speed, Grace Candy. Should be able to twirling candy. I think this horse holds on the front end. Actually, McLean's Music out of a Candy Ride Dam, Lily's Candy. Ran back in March, laid off, ran on the all-weather at Gulfstream, came 7th, but ran on the front end, and had a bullet work on the 27th, 1 of 12. I think this horse has all of the pace, speed, and setup in this race. If anyone catches this horse, it's going to be some of the long shots, which are going to be the 1, Midnight XO, making the switch from all weather to turf. And that horse should like the turf a bit more. And moving up in class too from maiden claiming 7,500. So I like the 1 here at a price. Blue Bayou, Big Blue Kitten, going blinkers on. Tracy Wisner, first time blinkers, 17% winners, 33% in the money, 267% positive ROI. Second off of a layoff. Fernando de la Cruz did make a move in that 7.5 race on the 16th. Passed some horses, but got beat by 12 lengths. And getting Rodney Prescott aboard, who has a positive ROI at this surface on a morning line 30 to 1. The 4 we're using as well is the favorite, so we're getting some coverage there. I think the 7's the horse to beat. Can beat this Aaron West trained filly out of Churchill. Coming off of a 30-day layoff. Was supposed to run the turf. Looked like it came off at Lone Star, shipping in. And I think this horse is beatable. Did come second at Sam Houston on the turf back in February, but I think this horse is definitely beatable and dropping in class a little bit. And the final horse we're going to use, actually no, the 7, we had already covered. Grace Candy is going to be my top selection because of that bullet work. And the other horse we're going to use is the 8, Simply Complicated, overanalyzed filly, switching from all-weather to turf. Scott Mullins is 22% off of a 2 to 6 month layoff with a positive 300% ROI. The Dam, Sassy Sadie, 4 starts, 48% positive ROI, almost a $12 medium win dollars. This is a 5 to 1, so it's right on the nose with that median percentage there for her progeny that has won. So we're going to use 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8. 7 should run on the front end. 4 is very beatable. We're going to use it just so we don't get beat by the fucking favorite in the final leg. That would piss me off royally, especially if we had a single. The 1, 3, 7, and 8 are going to be the 1, 3, 4, and 8 are the late speed, tactical speed here. But I think it's very tough to beat the 7, who is a morning line 4 to 1. That is our $30 ticket. Once again, we've got 3, 4, 5, and 10 in race 6. A single, the 10, I think it's Argon. In race 7, the 10 is Argon. In race 8, we're using the 2, 6, and 7. And race 9, we're using the 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8. Gives us a $30 ticket. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you play along on Thursday. Follow us on Twitter at Thoroughstat. Subscribe to our channel at Thoroughstat on YouTube. Like this video. We're going to have plenty of other pick 4 previews for the weekend and the week. We have full card selections, so definitely give us a subscribe and follow on our channel. Good luck. Hopefully you play this sequence. Cheers, and let's cash this ticket on Thursday at Horseshoe Indianapolis.